Okay, so you want to know how to paste code into Microsoft Word. I'm going to look at 4 different methods that create the following outputs. Okay, let's see how this can be done. Now, by far the easiest way of pasting code into Microsoft Word is to paste it from Visual Studio. Now, if you're not using Visual Studio, I'll leave a link in the description of this video to the Microsoft webpage for this application. In Visual Studio, what you want to do is just select your code, copy it, Control-C. In Word, all you need to do is paste it into your document, so Control-V. And we have our code exactly as it appeared in Visual Studio. Now, if you're not comfortable using Visual Studio, the next application I'd recommend is Notepad++, and I'll leave a link in the description of this video to the page where you can download this application. Now, what you want to do in Notepad++ is copy in your code, and then if you go to the language menu, you can tell Notepad++ which language your code is in. So this code is written in Python. And then what you need to do is go to the plugins menu, go to MPP export, and then to copy all formats to clipboard. Then you need to go back to Microsoft Word and paste in your code, Control-V to paste. Now you can improve the look of this code by creating a style for it. So if I select this code, then what I'm going to do is on the Home tab of the ribbon in the Styles group is click on this Styles button and then click on Create a Style. I'm going to call it Code. And I'm going to modify it. I'm going to go down to Format here, and then to Borders. I'm going to create a border around my code, have it as a light grey, and then I'm going to go to Shading, Fill, and have a lighter grey for the fill, the background of the code, and then I'll click on OK. Then you want to turn off any spell checking features for the code, so back to Format, Language, do not check spelling or grammar, click on OK, click on OK, and you can see now the code is in a box with a grey background. Now there are a couple of add-ins in Microsoft Word that you can use to format your code. The first one we're going to look at is called Easy Code Formatter. So what you need to do is go to the Insert tab on your ribbon and then to Get Add-ins, and type in the name of that add-in. So Easy Code Formatter, and then search. You can see it appears there. So you would then click on Add. I've already got the add-in installed, and you can see it gives you an additional tab on your ribbon. So what you do is you go to that tab, you select your code, and then you click on this button, Format Text as Code. Now you might want to play around with some of the proofing settings here. So with the code still selected, if you go to the Review tab and then go to Language, Set Proofing Language, you can say do not check spelling or grammar. The dashed blue lines are indicating inconsistent formatting. Now normally what you could do is click into an example of that and tell it to ignore that feature. But that doesn't seem to be available when you're using this plugin. So what you can do instead is go to File, Options, Advanced, and there's an option here under Editing Options, Mark Formatting Inconsistencies. So if I untick that and then click on OK, it gets rid of all those blue dashed lines. Now the other add-in you can use in Microsoft Word is called Easy Syntax Highlighter. So to install the add-in, go to Insert, Get Add-ins, type in the name of the add-in, so Easy Syntax Highlighter, and click on the search button. So you would click on Add to install the add-in. I've already got it installed, so I click on that tab that now appears on my ribbon. I would highlight the code, and then I click on Highlight Selection. Now, if I go to settings, you can see that the plugin tries to automatically detect the programming language. So the setting down here is detect automatically. If it's got it wrong, what you can do is change the language here. Select the text again, select the code again, that is, and then click on highlight selection. And it should then apply the correct syntax highlighting. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this particular video. Hopefully that's useful. If it is, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.